Hello. What we're trying out today is a little experiment. We're going to test some water, which I got from a local farmer's water source that he uses to spray his herbicides. And what we're going to do is see how good of a job, or to show how ammonium sulfate will tie up the free calcium carbonate ions that are in the water. And then we're going to compare that with a multi-use adjuvant called FullTec from the company called FullTec. So the first thing we're going to do is take this calcium liquid indicator. We're going to add 5 drops into each one of these beakers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what we're going to see after we stir this up is that these should both turn a pinkish color, and which indicates that there's a lot of calcium carbonate in the water, which is a positively charged ion, which we do not want in the water because that attracts negatively charged ions, which we add to the water when we add our herbicides, especially the popular herbicides such as glyphosate and Liberty especially have a lot of negative ions to them, which will tie up to the calcium carbonate in the water, making the herbicide less effective because it cannot get into the plant because it is tied up by the calcium inside the water. So both are pink, as they should be. So first thing we're going to do is add in a tiny bit of spray grade ammonium sulfate into our first mix here. Oops, did that upside down. And what we should see, if the ammonium sulfate is doing its job, which this one here definitely is, the water turns a blue color, which means that all of the calcium carbonate ions are now tied up with the ammonium sulfate, meaning that our glyphosate or Liberty or whatever herbicide we are putting in the water is going to remain available for the plant to be uptaken and do its job. Now what we're going to do is to compare that to the FullTec adjuvant, which is a very low use rate multi-use adjuvant. Only takes 16 ounces per 100 gallons of water to do the same effect as the 8.5 to 17 pounds of AMS per 100 gallons of water. As you can see, once we get this adjuvant poured in here, we stir it up. It is also turning blue, meaning that it is also doing the same job that the AMS did of tying up those free calcium carbonate ions, which is the big problem that we have in herbicides.